Alright, got a little something different for you here today. I've got something that's really grinding my gears and I'd like to share it with you. As I'm sure you know, Project Cars is going to be released, and if you don't, shame on you, you really should. Have a look at these screenshots, they are fantastic. But it's not all about the graphics, as I'm sure you know. When it comes to driving games, it's all about the feel of it. Now, playing this game on the DualShock 4 is just not going to cut it. I'm sorry, it's not. So obviously you're going to have a wheel and pedals. So the question is, do the wheel and pedals that you currently own, are they going to be compatible with the PS4 and therefore Project Cars? Well, Project Cars have recently released a list of steering wheels and pedals that will be compatible with their game. Now, as you can see, it's pretty slim pickings on the PlayStation and Xbox One side. Basically, there's 4 for the PlayStation 4, 2 for the Xbox One, and a myriad for the PC. So much so it's taken up a second page. Now, probably, like me, you'll see your current wheel is listed there in the PC section, but not for the PS4, which is a bloody shame. So, alright then, let's have a look at the 4 that will be available. The first one, the Thrustmaster T80. Well, this one doesn't even have force feedback, so we can completely ignore the fact that it's useless and no one will want to buy it. Yes, it has the share button, fantastic. No, it has no forced feedback at all, therefore it's a toy. Next one, the T100, only marginally more expensive, but this one does have force feedback. Right, the pedals don't look fantastic, but you know, it is only about 80-90 quid. I mean, it's under £100. 240 degrees of rotation, but you know, it's a decent price. The next one, as you can see, is a huge jump in price. The T300 RS is £369. Now, it hasn't been released yet. It's released on the 1st of September 2014. And as with one that's this expensive, it's absolutely bloody fantastic. It does have the share button and all the other PlayStation logo buttons and things like that for ease of use, but you know, as you would expect, it's fantastic force feedback apparently, absolutely incredible. The only downside being slightly, I think, the pedals, but they do have a Ferrari GTE version as well, exactly the same price, just with the slightly different button layout and decals and whatnot. But again, the pedals being the only downside of that package. But they have said that you can upgrade. Of course you can upgrade, you can always spend more money with them, but you can upgrade to the T3PA pedals, about 90 quid. And also you can get the Thrustmaster TH8A add-on shifter for around about £100 as well, if you just want to go bonkers with your money. But the T300 RS actually precedes now this older model, which is the T500 RS. Not sure why that's the 500, 300, whatever. This one's basically Gran Turismo logoed, but it does have much nicer pedals. But they have said that you can use these pedals with the T300 RS. But really, why can't we use the pedals that we've already got and the steering wheel that we already have? Why have we got to now go out, especially if you've got a Fanatec one, they're already hundreds and hundreds of pounds, why have we got to spend another hundreds and hundreds of pounds? Well, in regards to the Logitech wheels, they've said that the G27, which is arguably the most popular wheel, doesn't have a security chip that the PS4 utilises for authentication. Now, that contradicts what they initially said when people were testing these Logitech wheels with the PS4. The reason for this confusion is that it basically works for around about 8 minutes before it then fires off another sort of authentication request. At which point it becomes useless and you have to unplug it and plug it back in again. So obviously when they were testing it initially, they didn't test it for longer than 8 minutes. So the real issue here is one of licensing, and it looks to me as if Sony have got some deal with Thrustmaster. Whatever it is, whatever the situation is, that needs to be changed, because there are hundreds of thousands of Logitech and Fanatec wheels out there which are now rendered useless. So I urge you to go to change.org and have a look at this petition and fill that out.